Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and thanks for joining me thus far. As you can see, it is the end of my fasting journey and I ended up fasting for 25 days instead of 21 days and I am absolutely stoked. I couldn't be happier with myself and I'm really happy that I made it to 25 days. I've achieved my goal and I'm just ecstatic and just beaming with joy pretty much, and I'm very proud of myself. So I'm at the end. My 25 days are finished. It's the day after now and I have started to refeed today already, so I will show you what my first meal was as well. I'm just ecstatic, but first of all I will recap the extra last week and a half of the fast and why I chose to do 25 days instead of 21 days like I initially planned. Okay, so I chose to do 21 days first and I was planning that the whole time, and then when the 21 days was coming up, as I was getting closer to it, I just felt like I wasn't ready to end the fast soon, like mentally as well. I was thinking, I was getting a bit nervous about eating again and I was feeling like anxious about it, and I just didn't feel right about ending my fast on a Wednesday, which was meant to be the 21st day. So I chose to extend it to just make it a nice beautiful number of 25 instead, and as soon as I made that decision I was just happier. I just was calm immediately, knowing that I was giving myself the extra days to continue, and everything just sort of felt right about it. I just felt better about ending it on a Sunday instead of a Wednesday. I don't know why I had this funny feeling about starting to eat again on a Thursday, like it just wasn't feeling right, and then it all sort of worked out perfectly because always I find that things just sort of align themselves. And on Sunday, which was yesterday, was the 7th day of April, so it was like from the Monday to the Sunday I was counting down the last 7 days. I don't know, just like I like things that just match up like that. And then also back in Australia where I was from, it was the last day of daylight savings as well, so I don't know, I just had this funny feeling even after I made the decision that things were like showing me that it was like a good day to end the fast. In connection to the daylight savings comment is just because a lot of people like to fast on a seasonal rotation, so like at the beginning or end of a season they will do a nice like 7-day fast to do a big cleanse and to get their body ready for the new season and new things that are coming with that season and with the climate changes and whatnot. But anyways, I am over the moon that I ended up going the 25 days because I got through some more things, like physically. I had some random nooks and pains like throughout the whole fast pretty much. Like sometimes I would just get random vibrations down, like from my knees down, just like not like pins and needles, just like vibrating. I don't really know what that is all about, but whatever, that wasn't a big deal, not like it hurt or anything. That's just something that I felt. And then on the 24th night I actually had right here I had really strong chest pain at night time. I don't know what that was all about, so I was working through something there. I also did some more salt flushes, so I continued doing some more flushes. I had a really good skin. I had a really good skin facial that helped clear up my skin as well. The rash on my back, some of it is still there, but mostly all over my back. How I mentioned, I had the rash pretty much all over it before. It's all gone pretty much, so of course with the detoxing and the cleansing that happens throughout the fast, you know, these things come up and they go again. So even with my face, things kept coming up in the last 4 days and going again, so I knew that I was still working on some things and doing a lot of cleansing and things like that. So yeah, so I was just really happy that I extended it. I was more at ease in my brain. It was difficult because I was doing a lot of group activities with people and I was having to sit at like watching people have like big feasts pretty much, but then also at the same time, like yes, it's like difficult watching people eat, but I think when you're that far in and then you've given yourself an extra 4 days on purpose of the fast, then you're already in like a state of acceptance anyway. So you're looking at the food and you're thinking, oh, that looks really delicious, I can't wait to eat again, but it's not making me, you know, tear things apart and just go running face first into a plate of food, you know. So you're already in a far acceptance stage by then, or you should be anyway. In saying that, you know, I still had thoughts of food a lot. I don't know if I'd call it a craving, because I don't know, I just wouldn't call it a craving. I was just thinking about food and getting ready to eat again. And I think that was just naturally because I'm coming to the end of the fast. So when you get to the end of the fast, you're obviously getting excited, you're going to be eating again, you're planning where you're going to eat. Especially for me, having just moved to Bali, I'm looking at cafes all the time and like looking at Instagram and like, oh yeah, I'm going to eat there. So I had lots of places stored, ready to go, and I was getting recipes ready for when I am going to start eating again, which I have today. And in saying that as well, in the last few days I was able to have a clearer mind, because I was thinking properly like about how I'm going to start my refeed. So I watched the more Tyler Tolman webinars and how he discusses what we should start our refeed on, what we should start eating again, and how to incorporate food slowly into your regime. So yeah, I guess I'll move over to that then. I'll move over to talking about what sort of food that I broke my fast on, and what I plan to do today and tomorrow over the next few days until I get into eating normally again. So I broke my fast with papaya, and I felt like that was a beautiful choice, because the day before, my last day of the fast on day 25, so yesterday, I went to this like market thing in Bali, and there was this amazing health consult there from Usana, I think it's called. And I sat down with them for like 3 hours. It was amazing. It's one of those tests that you hold on to something and then it reads all your insides, so your cardiovascular health, your endocrine health, your eye health, you know, you name it. It just reads everything, how much radiation you have in your body. It was fascinating. So I sat down with these people for a couple of hours, and the lady that I was speaking to, she was amazing. She has also done water fasting. She fasted for 41 days on just water. She's overcome her cancer that she had, and she is just thriving at life pretty much. She looks like 25, and I think she's like 45, so you know, she's amazing. We're on to something here obviously, but yeah, so I had the health consult with her, and we were talking for so long, and she said to eat papayas anyway because they have good enzymes that our stomachs need. So because I have an empty stomach and I've got rid of all my gut flora and gut bacteria and the appropriate enzymes and probiotics that I need to break down food, the papaya would be perfect because it has the enzymes appropriate that I need to start rebuilding anyway. So yeah, the papaya was amazing. I ate the first half, and then like half an hour later I ate the second half, just because I was in a bit of a hurry. I was about to go water rafting, so I quickly wrapped it up and took it in the car with me, and then I finished eating in the car. But yeah, the papaya I had, some watermelons, I had a mango, and that was the first lot of food that I had. So for the first couple of days you want to just have fruits pretty much. I would highly recommend that, and a lot of other fasting professionals would also recommend that. So just having fruits, but my plan anyway was to have fruits for the first day, and then for the second day maybe like smoothies and stuff, so like mixing the fruits. And then by the third day of refeeding I want to have some cooked vegetables again, and then by the Thursday we'll progress to like grains and stuff like that. So I'm doing like one day at a time, which just not going by my own self and my own feeling of the body. I feel like that's a good decision right now, and I'll see how I go anyway. So obviously checking in with yourself and seeing how you feel, because after the papaya I actually was a bit like drained because my stomach was having to work again. So your stomach has been resting for quite a while and having a nice holiday, so you do want to just slowly introduce these things and not shock it too much. And it's shrunken as well, so you don't want to make it expand too dramatically and freak out. But anyways, yes, so fruits and slowly incorporating foods. I also made myself some kefir milk as well. I just use a nut milk, so I use soy milk, but I think coconut milk might be better. But yeah, I'm having the kefir for building my probiotics again in my stomach. So that's really important when starting the refeed again, is that you want to make sure you get the probiotics, the appropriate enzymes, prebiotics to help build the probiotics. you know what I mean, like you're rebuilding your gut bacteria, so you're definitely going to need that within the first week, and then probably maintain it for a while as well. Most people should have probiotics anyway, so I wouldn't even recommend not continuing to have them. I'm just going to keep eating my probiotics anyway. Like I love sauerkraut and miso and raw tempeh and kombucha and the kefir drink. So yeah, make sure you're getting your probiotics to help build your gut bacteria again, because that also is affecting your immune system and it's going to affect your skin. So you don't want to cause, like, you know, a little bit of harm or damage to your body after you just done this amazing, big, beautiful fast. In regards to my active lifestyle again, I'm going to the gym starting tomorrow. I'm really excited. So I'm going to start being strong again and building my muscle again. So yeah, I'm going to be incorporating weightlifting and exercise into my daily routine again to help build the muscle. But also, when I had the health consult yesterday, in the reading as well, it said my muscle mass was, you know, above average. So he said it was really good, and I was like, yes, because before I did the fast, I did a gym challenge where I gained 1.6 kilos of muscle in like 6 weeks, and I was worried that it was going to go away, but he said it's fantastic pretty much. So yeah, I want to keep building that muscle and being strong and take care of myself. Just finally as well, I should note that at the beginning of the fast I was either 59 or 58.5 kilos, and I have weighed myself the morning after, so this morning, and after the 25 days water fast I now weigh 50 kilos. So I lost 9 kilos over the whole process, which I'm just absolutely stoked about. My body fat mass is in like an okay range now, it's not in the dangerous range. So I'm just absolutely stoked that I've managed to lose that. I will gain a couple of kilos back obviously when I start eating again, but now that I have lost this unnecessary fat that I was carrying around, I plan to maintain this, hence why I'm going to be going to the gym and taking care of myself and eating properly and eating intuitively. I would like to say though that after this fast I just feel amazing. I feel like my old self again. You know, I look like my old self again. I just feel like I'm back. I went away for a while and now I'm back. So if you're interested in fasting and you want to give it a go and you want to start learning how to heal yourself, then definitely dive down the rabbit hole of water fasting or fruit fasting, you know, grape fasting, grape cleansing. But definitely I would always recommend that everyone looks after themselves, and to make sure that you put yourself first, mentally, physically, internally, all of it. Yeah, take care of yourself. You have to live with yourself for the rest of your life, and you want to live a long, healthy life. So that's what I recommend. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for everything, and wish me all the best. And if you are doing it yourself, then I wish you all the best. If you have any questions or comments, then please ask me. I'm happy to help. Like, I'd love to help people feel this sort of joy that I'm feeling, and this energy that I'm feeling. I want everyone to feel this. So yeah, thanks so much. And so that's about it, and thanks for being with me on my fasting journey. I will touch back in the next week or so to let you know how I've gone, and you can see how I've been maintaining this progress. Okay, thank you, bye. Doing it. I'm taking out the seeds, because I don't think you eat the seeds. It's gonna happen.
Good.
Yeah, that's good.